All right, as WrestleCon is winding down and WrestleMania weekend continues, we are here with the Hurricane. Stand back, folks. Shane Helms, can I call you that?
Yeah, that's the first time you've ever called me anything other than Sugar Shane Helms, so that's pretty funny.
Absolutely. Yeah. Tell the fans on My Hannibal TV what you're up to.
We're here at WrestleCon. I've been signing, doing appearances. I am wore out. My superpower actually right now is that I'm pretending to be alive when I'm really dead. But wrestling's going crazy down here, so just here having a good time.
More of a general terms, what are you doing as far as wrestling goes, or have any other projects in the works?
Yeah, well, I'm still with Impact Wrestling now, which you can see on Pop TV every Thursday night at 8. So still doing that. Still with the Keeping It 100 podcast and the Shane Helms podcast on FightfulOnline.com. So I stay pretty busy as far as wrestling is. Still active on the indies here and there. So keeping it going, keeping the hustle alive.
Awesome. Tell us about your thoughts on the new management at Impact Wrestling.
So far, I haven't had any problems, though. You know, I didn't have a lot of dealings with the past management either. I've only been there for like a year and a half, so I'm still kind of the new kid on the block. But I'm also one of those guys that's really easy to work with. So if you kind of have problems with me at this point, I'm just going to assume it's the other person.
I can vouch for that. Speaking of the new kid on the block, let's go back a little way and talk about 3 Count. What are your memories of that wrestling trio, and how do you look back on that, 15, 16 years later?
I think the thing that just confirms that it stood the test of time is that all these years later, we were only 3 Count for like 9 or 10 months.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we had this big long run as 3 Count, but all of these years later, every convention we go to, there are people that will either have 3 Count merchandise or they got a 3 Count story. For a gimmick that really wasn't that long, it's kind of lasted and followed me throughout my career. So I still have fun with it. Last night, me and Shannon Moore were in a battle royal at the same time, and the 3 Count chant started. So, and if the 3 Count chants come, we got to do the 3 Count dance. So we did. I
wish I could have seen that. Actually, it was one of my favorite acts, and I was a little small part of it also. So I'm making it happen. Yep. So it's cool to talk about. One last thing, we're here for WrestleMania weekend. You've had some WrestleMania moments. What's your favorite?
My favorite, like career-wise, I guess, I got 2. I won a hardcore title at WrestleMania, so winning a title at Mania is always something good to have on the resume.
Absolutely.
Then in Detroit, the opening match was myself and Chavo against Carlito and Ric Flair. So being in the ring with Ric Flair in front of 83,000 people at a WrestleMania for a little kid from North Carolina, that was a really big moment for me.
I can imagine. I'm jealous.
Are you jealous? What about this?
And who do we have here?
The Empress, #1 Empress.
This is my wife, Karen.
Hi, nice to meet you. I've met you before.
Yes.
Well, on behalf of Karen and the Hurricane, we want to remind you to subscribe to the Hannibal TV, and you get instant updates of all kinds of interviews like this one right here. Thank you, Shane.
Thank you, brother.